when it's 24 hours to go. I want to be sedated, nothing to do, nowhere to go. I want to be sedated, just put me in a wheelchair and get me to the shore. Hurry, 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 before I go to low. I can't control my fingers, I can't control my toes, oh no, oh, 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 oh. Bam, 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 bam. I wanna be sedated. Bam, 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 bam. I wanna be sedated. Bam, 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 bam. I wanna be sedated. Bam, 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 bam. I wanna be sedated.
Digging holes, put another dime in my find box, baby. Okay, great. What's up, people? What's up, Rick? Hope you guys are having a good week. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Audra and I, again, as always, thank you guys for coming out last night and supporting and being around for a big announcement. Tickets for Dig It Dude went on sale last night. Thanks, Audra, dude. So that was cool. People jumped right on that, and you haven't got your ticket yet, get your ticket. Well, we got a couple of updates, couple of changes. I'll go over, but before I do that, let me bring up. He's a legend. He swings a legend. He has a legend. He's just a legend. The one and only Madman.
I swing a legend. That part is true. I don't know about the rest of it, but
We're all legends in our own mind, Richie. Well, thank you, Paul. I think I went from Jack Frost to a Yellow Pete.
Yellow Pete.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Shannon used Phil's money and bought tickets. That's awesome. I can relate to that. I can relate to that. I can relate all too well to that. That's good, man.
Not much. It's been raining on and off for about a week. About
Yeah,
every day we get at least showers, if not a
send some
downpour.
of that our way, please.
Yeah.
And I don't know who ordered all this smoke. I didn't order it. So I appreciate it if the chef would take it back to the kitchen and bring me something else because it's horrible. I mean, you literally you go outside, you choke on it. You're choking on it. It's burning. It burns your eyes. You can't have the windows open in your house. So
I've heard it's
all
pretty bad.
it is bad, dude. Apparently, all the trees in Nova Scotia are burning down. So I'm not quite sure. Um, the Oak Island boys aren't going to have any wood left to carbon date. So they're going to have to actually find real shit now. So
I heard
Alan
the show.
Hendricks.
I heard the show's almost at the end anyway.
People have been hoping that show would have been at the end for 10 years now.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe they'll actually find something. Jason, North Jersey detective.
Hey, Jason.
But
We gotta send.
it's
Gotta send.
horrible.
We gotta go up there and see if we can find something. I bet we do
I
better
know,
than they
right?
do. Yeah.
I know it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, I just look at my Facebook group and look at the stuff people find, and I'm like, they're finding more than they are. So,
Yeah.
Charlie, Riser's Treasure Hunting Emporium.
You're in a good area, Bobby. You find a lot of old
I'm very, very
coins and
blessed.
stuff. Yeah.
I'm very blessed. I tell people all the time, you know, um, I do find a lot of cool shit, a lot of old stuff, but It's not because I detect any better than anybody else, or I got a better machine than anybody else, or anything to that nature. It's I'm blessed to live in a state that's so rich in colonial history, for one, and two. The only credit I'll take is that I'm diligent. I get out most of the time. My yeah, I snake. Thanks, appreciate that. I'm diligent, man. Um, I get out and I'm determined, and I get out and I swing, and like they always say, just got to get your coil over it.
Yep. If you don't get out there and
That's it.
put some time in, you're not going to find much.
um, well, I didn't steal it. I kind of. Well, I guess kind of, maybe. I don't know. But you know, it's you got to get out, man. It's just I'm just like I said, I'm just diligent. It's what I love to do when I'm not working. I'm fortunate in several little areas. I'm fortunate that I live in such an old area, colonial area. I'm fortunate that my days off are Mondays and Wednesdays, and my wife's at work all day, so I'm free to roam about the cabin and do as I please. So it doesn't really interfere home life, and like I
So
said,
you don't have a lawn to mow or
I don't. I bought a condo, so I'm responsible for the inside, not the outside. It's a beautiful thing, man. I'm too old. I don't want to deal with that stuff. I don't want to. I was
Yeah,
talking to somebody, I think
it's not
yesterday.
that hard.
But you know what though? It's not that it's hard. It's just that I was talking to somebody about that yesterday.
You don't need,
Before we bought this place, we went and looked at some houses and stuff, and I'm sitting there saying, do I really want to deal with all this? I said, it's not that it's hard, but it's time consuming.
yeah.
It
Yeah,
just takes up time.
yeah, today I got out with a chainsaw, cut down some trees that were popping up, and then I got out the weed whacker and I hopped on the riding lawnmower for a little while.
You got the weed whack out?
A weed whacker.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah. It, it's in the garage next to the smart car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Um, it's funny. I bust on Nancy all the time about that because I think she's from Massachusetts originally.
Yeah. Can you tell the difference between her accent and my accent?
Yeah, you can.
I mean, her and I mean, it it's so different. It'd be almost like somebody from Texas and somebody
Yeah.
from Maine.
Yep.
It's
You
that
can tell.
different to me.
Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference.
Yeah.
But you know what though? Um, it's really cool. When I see other people, like when I, like, I go back and forth. Not just on Facebook and here. But it's what's cool about this is the personal relationships that I've developed over the last couple few years. And it kind of, in a way, I guess you could say, it's really inspiring. Um, you know, like, and sometimes, a lot of times we don't all get out and dig at the same time. Schedules are different. Um, it's just life. It is what it is. But if I'm stuck at work on Sunday and a few people are getting out, I'm like all day long. I'm sitting there at work going, "Come on, somebody send me something. What'd you find? What'd you find? What'd you find? Come on, send me something." You know, like if Audra goes out, I always talk to her before she goes out, and I'm like, "Come on, find something good. Send me something." Same thing with John Donaldson. Him and I actually we talk a lot during the day. He gets out, he sends me pictures. I get out, I send him pictures. Um, it's really cool. Eric, same thing. Um, you know, if he gets out, on a Saturday or a Sunday, I'm at work. I'm like, Mom, let me know what you find. I talk, you know, when I get out and hunt during the week, he'll call me in the morning. He called me this morning. I was actually probably 5 minutes into digging, and he called me. He's like, "You getting out?" I'm like, "I'm already out, dude. Already out."
Yeah,
But
we do that up here too. My
yeah,
friend
but you guys,
Kelly,
yep.
yeah,
But
if he finds something, he'll send it to
yeah,
me and
it's
vice versa.
as much as I love getting out and finding cool shit, I like when other people get out and find, when people, my friends and people get out and find cool stuff. Because, even though I may be stuck at work, eventually I'm going to have a day off. And it gets me all, yeah, stoked and ready to go. And, um, it just gets me going, gets my blood pumping, you know, and, it's inspiring. Audra's right. And we all get to do it together at what? Dig It Dude. So Audra posted the link. If you are interested in going um, to Dig It Dude, the gathering, she posted the link for ticket sales. We are going to be holding back waivers from here on out, probably until August.
What do you mean by holding back waivers? You're not having people sign them anymore?
uh, we're gonna wait until August to sign them. Um, there's a um, there's a method to our madness, but I don't know. I don't know. But um, but the tickets are still on sale. Um, we will we will announce somewhere down the road um, when we're going to do the waivers, and you know that's the easy part. So I mean, we can get those out no problem. We have people do them, not a big deal. We're just trying to make it easier on ourselves right now between trying to get the ticket sales going and trying to put everything together. Um, we've got a really good jump on everything as far as vendors and um, sponsors and donations, and people have been generous. It's been crazy. But between trying to handle everything and get put together, we're still, all of us are still streaming. Audra and I on Tuesday nights, me on Wednesday nights, Dawn and Shelly on Thursday nights. Plus, we all work. It's crazy. So we're gonna try to simplify everything as much as we can. Uh, get the big stuff out of the way, and we'll worry about the little stuff later. The waiver stuff is easy, not a big deal. Um, what's up, Deej? 12 hours every half hour. Cool. I don't know what $12 every half hour is, but I'm in. Shelly, Miss Shelly Williams is here.
Hey, Shelly.
So thanks for joining us, Shelly. So, like I just was going over, the link for the ticket sales is in the chat. The waivers we're not going to worry about until later on down the road. We're trying to simplify everything for us. And the waiver part is so easy that, we could do
A
that down.
caveman could, so easy a caveman could do it.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll do that down the road. We just want to get everything else lined up first. So, um, now we got all that out of the way. Yeah, shut it. Shut it. Um, Richie,
Yeah.
you got out this weekend, man.
I got out, been dump digging. Haven't been metal detecting.
Okay,
But
well, you
I mean,
still
we've
out
been
there?
we're still finding stuff at the dump, and temperatures have been cooler. I don't like the dig in the dump when it's hot out or even warm out because you're
Flies.
out there and well, that too, you loaded with bug spray, that and you're doing raking. I mean,
Right.
it's physical work. And they're pretty warm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
So I've
really
been
cool.
finding bottles, and I found a advertisement piece from an old oil company.
That's 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 the one you said you have soaking.
Yeah,
So
called a Tidal.
hopefully you get that cleaned up enough to send in for next Tuesday night so we show it.
I can do that. I think it's going to be in my video on Saturday.
Cool. That'll work. But I actually, believe it or not, I did something today I don't normally do. Um, I really expected much more fanfare from Audra for this than I got, so I'm slightly disappointed. Yes, I showered. I did my hair too. But
I showered too, if that's important.
so I'm out detecting today, right? I knew I was only going to be out a couple hours anyway, so I got out a little early. Um, and because I had a lot of stuff to do today, I had, run around, do errands, go get my hair cut, all this other stuff. So I went to an old place I used to go to. It's actually produced two 1600s coins for me. Not much else, but that. So I decided, you know what? It's on my way home. Let me just stop there. I'm gonna hit that in like a year. Hey, Joe. So I go. I'm going. I'm swinging. I'm there for half an hour, 45 minutes, and I say, you know what? It's like 10:30. Let me get going. Go get my stuff done. So on my way out, there's a little wooded area, and I see this little kind of open area there, right? So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go in there and check this out real quick. Now, anybody that knows me, Eric, Audra, Bruce, any of them that I hunt with all the time, I'm not a woods guy. I don't like doing the woods. I like to be able to swing freely and not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? Let me go in there. So I go in. I'm in there 5 minutes, and I wound up digging this huge button. It's really deep. Now, it's got a design on it. Eric and I kind of got an idea what it could be. I just don't have it cleaned up enough yet to verify it. I may not be able to get it cleaned up well enough to verify it. We'll see. But it's right now soaking. I'm going to let it soak overnight. We'll see what happens. But I actually hunted in the woods. And 5 minutes in the woods, I dug like 2 holes, and I got out of the woods walking, going, ugh, get off me, get off me. If anything's on me, get off me. If anything's on me, get off me.
Ticks?
I don't know. I usually don't have that problem, but I don't usually go into the woods either. So, but I have a new respect for it now, though, because I was always just like one of these guys where I'll find more out here than I will in there. I guess that's not always true. So today it wasn't true. I found more in the woods than I did in the little field I was in. So
I don't know what it's like in New Jersey, but up here in Maine, most places in the woods were fields 100 years ago.
very possible.
Yeah.
Very, very possible. But yeah, I had no beekeeper's hood. I was just in a t-shirt, and I had my my detecting hat on, my Brian, my you're digging it hat on, because my wife hid my other one because it was so nasty. Yeah, that's true, man. John's right. Fields used to be woods, and woods used to be fields. And so I have a little bit more respect for it. So who knows? One of these days, Audra might actually get me into the woods somewhere to hunt.
You have cellar holes down there?
Probably. I'm sure we do. Probably not like they do in like Connecticut and Vermont and Maine.
In Maine, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sure we do. Um, you know, I don't. You know, you're gonna have to hit the woods if you're gonna find those. Really, I
You
don't.
could be driving around, you could see them right next to the road up here.
Sometimes, yeah. Actually, I found one at one of my spots that I hunt. One day, Audra and I were there, and I was on one end of the field, and I'm like looking. I'm like, what's that? So I come walking back up, and I looked at her, and I said, I just found a cellar hole, but it's on somebody's property, so I didn't want to,
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't want to go. You know what I'm saying? And it was
yeah.
close to the road. But yeah, like she said, not a lot, but they're around, just not a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Reason why we have so many is people lived up here and it was hard living, and in Ohio and Illinois, they went down that way where it was easier to farm.
yeah, I mean,
They just abandoned their homes, took what they could, and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, here was chaotic. You know, there was always some kind of battle or war going on here. So, um, as much as people hate war, war has always been big business. It creates jobs, stuff like that. So here it was always crazy and always some kind of battle going on, and um, you know, always somebody, oh no, we want Jersey. No, you can't have Jersey. Okay, we'll fight you for it. That went on for God knows how long. But Shannon, you guys got buffaloes? Oh, they don't have buffaloes anymore. What's up, Anthony? Um, apparently in Illinois they used to have buffaloes and they got run out.
and we
Sorry to
never
hear.
had buffalo up here. We got moose, though.
No, we got no buffalo here. We got no moose here. We got jackalopes and foxes and
Don't you have
black bear.
that Birdman or whatever that thing is?
You talking about Mothman?
Mothman, yeah.
Mothman is actually from a town in West Virginia called Point Pleasant. Which funny because 10 minutes from my house is the beach and the town called Point Pleasant.
Yeah.
We got the Jersey Devil.
What's the story behind him or it?
The story behind the Jersey Devil, I believe, goes something like um, you think you think it would be like something out of like Arkansas or somewhere down south. Apparently, there was some ancestral things going on, and woman gave birth to half human, half I don't know what, and in the middle of the woods down in South Jersey in the Pine Barrens, and we don't we don't excuse me, we don't know
Take
the
a minute.
real story behind that. I'm surprised it never came up like on Maury Povich or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, there's only one Jersey Devil.
Yeah, the hockey team, right?
They're actually not originally from Jersey. They are, and it's true, Audra. It's very true. Actually, the New Jersey Devils were originally the Colorado Rockies. They moved the hockey team from Colorado to Jersey, changed the name, and then gave the Colorado Rockies name to the baseball team, and then made the hockey team the Colorado Avalanche. For you sports nuts.
Now, far back as I can remember, there was the Jersey Devil, so it must have been a long time ago.
It's been a long time, yeah. It's been a long time. Um, we'll be hunting very close. No, we won't be. Um, but yeah, I've never personally seen the Jersey Devil. Not in Jersey anyway. Um, I've probably seen it other places, just had a different name. But You know what? Maybe one night we'll do a show on all those little urban legends.
Yeah. Up here, the only thing we have is people say they've seen Sasquatch. Some people. Nobody in my area, though.
I saw Sasquatch at the supermarket once.
Yeah.
Hairy bastard, man. He was getting like 17 pounds of lunch meat. But
Is he getting those Jack Links beef jerky too?
yeah, yeah. So Squatch is real, Shannon says.
Speaking of squatches, what I've been working on is my newest book's coming out in 2 weeks. Kind of led that right in there. This is my book cover. It's a children's book.
I saw that.
Yeah. It's a lot of work putting a book together and editing it, and
Huh.
There's a lot to it.
Apparently, we have another urban legend in New Jersey called the North Jersey breastfoot, or as the Indians called it, titfoot. Oh,
Is it what we call North Jersey today, Jason?
yeah, yeah. We have to ask Jason about that. Jason, what's your take on that North Jersey titfoot? Um, I'm curious to know Jason's take on that and what he knows about it. He's very knowledgeable when it comes to things like that. He's probably lurking right now.
No, he's in the chat. He just
Oh, is he?
had it.
Oh, there he
He
is.
just made a post.
Ah, there you go. That was just him. Yeah, that's very
Hi
possible.
Tony. Hi
It's very
Anthony.
possible. I've never heard of that either. Never heard of that either. I heard of Jersey Devil since I was a kid, but never heard of the other one. Yeah, maybe one night we'll do a show on Mothman,
Maybe
Chupacabra.
we get Sandy Reiser to come on.
There you go.
I
Who?
mean, she does Charlie Reiser's wife. She does all
Sandy.
the yeah, Sandy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Chupacabra. Let me see. What was he saying? Oh, Smithville Village. My wife loves Smithville. I don't see we go there. I go there right before Christmas because they do all the Christmas lights there. It looks pretty cool right on the water over in Smithville.
Is it just a bunch of houses that do it all together, or is it
No.
a town thing?
It's a little village. It's got little shops in there you can go to any day of the week during the day.
Yeah.
And then it's got a little, it's got a restaurant and it's got a little lake there. You can get during the day. You can get one of those little paddle boat thingies and go out. And during the holidays, it's all lit up and for Christmas and all that. So we'll go down there and we check out the lights. Yeah, they do the same thing for Halloween. They decorate it all for Halloween. Yeah. Wine tasting. I can't see Audra going down there for wine tasting.
She doesn't drink, right?
Not much. No. Beer here once in a while is about it. Unless you call Coca-Cola drinking. She's a Coca-Cola person. I may have seen the cemetery across the street. Isn't that where we parked, though? Is across the street? She does drink wine, apparently. Apparently, she drinks wine. We'll have to get her some of that stuff that Teresa drinks, that Snoop Doggy Dogg wine. We'll get her some of that Snoop Doggy Dogg wine.
Some celebrities that put their name on lots of stuff these days.
Yeah, we missed the boat.
The Rock has his own tequila.
Yeah, we missed the boat on all this stuff, man. We missed the boat. Look, you see all the Leeds. That's Jimmy Leeds, right? If I'm not mistaken, Charlie. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that would be Jimmy leads. Which I believe he also has a road named after him about
I never
half a
really got
mile.
in. Never
Yep,
really got into tequila. I know a lot of people like it. Yeah.
it's yummy.
I probably never had anything decent, you know.
Oh man, so all right, so let's see what else we got going on. Um, I'm not gonna overkill the dig it dude thing, but I will tell you this though. Um, Shelly, Audra, and I had a really good, productive meeting Monday night. Um, and things are coming together. Just to let you guys know, things are coming together really, really well. Um, and it's going to be, it's really shaping up to be it's just more than an event. Um, it's this is really going to be turning into more of a kind of like a family reunion, I guess, in a sense. You know, we're gonna see some people we already know, and we're gonna meet some family we haven't met yet. You know, just like any other family reunion. You know, hey, you know that's your cousin Mabel over there. So, yeah, really? Okay, great. Why is she so ugly? But it's gonna be really cool. Everything's shaping up really well. Um, I agree, Alan. I agree. I mean, we're blessed to where, every 5 months or so, 4 months, 5 months, um, a bunch of us come out swinging. And we get to see each other and dig, but that's not always easy for people that live, further away, and, the distance, the timing, there's always something, it's life gets in the way. This adulting thing is really bad. You know what I'm saying, Richie?
Yeah.
It's really getting in the way of things. But
I'm almost getting used to it after so many years.
yeah, 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 me too. I mean, I hate to say it, but it doesn't mean it doesn't suck any less. Joe,
Should be
you
in
could
one of
be the
those
crazy cousin twice removed. We have like six of those, but
should be in one of those commercials stop people from turning into their parents.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, oh, yeah. I still remember that. But it's gonna be, to me. This is gonna be. I'm really looking forward to this because not just seeing people that I hunt with, um and people that I've seen, but it's going to be a good amount of people I haven't met yet and I haven't seen yet. Um, but I get to kind of do it from a different perspective. Um, instead of being out there swinging the whole weekend like I normally am, um, I kind of get to, I kind of get to sit back and kind of observe and just be able to share, and everybody else's kind of joy of getting out there and being around each other, and hopefully they find some good stuff, and being able to just kind of sit back and take it all in and watch, which is good. I'm you know um, and you guys know me. I like finding cool stuff just as much as anybody else, but I also enjoy watching other people as well. So I'm stoked, man. I'm really stoked, and I'm looking forward to it. It's a lot of work, um, a lot of organization, a lot of you know. I really have respect for people that put events together because it's a collaborative effort, and it takes all of us to kind of iron things out and figure out what's best, what will work, what won't work, um, and it's this for us is this is a a trial and error kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, we're
You
gonna,
never know. You never know what could go wrong. You know.
no, I mean, we can I mean, we can do the best possible job we can do, but it doesn't mean everything always goes, um, as planned. But I don't worry about that because I'm purely confident, in the people that you know, that I surround myself with. Um, and I'm no doubt in my mind, whatever comes up or anything that comes up, that we can adapt and make nicey nice. So that doesn't even bother me. A hoedown. She says, I'm so excited to get scooted to New Jersey. I agree, Shelly. I agree. I totally agree. There's going to be a hootenanny. Shelly just said it. There is going to be a hootenanny. And I just wanted to tell you, okay, that, you know, being a part of this and helping put this together and being a part of the organization, I got to tell you, I could have stand either one of them like before, like 2 weeks ago, but I'm no, I'm kidding. I can't tell you how proud I am to be associated with these three young ladies, because they're all younger than me. Miss Audra Thomas, Miss Shelley Williams, Miss Dawn Williams. Um, she's gonna look it up. Google Hootenanny, Shelley. Google it. Um, but to do something like this, like you couldn't have better people, and I'm so proud to call them friend and to be a part of this. Yeah, I'm old. I know I'm old fart. I know,
Yeah.
but I have more hair than most old farts. So
Get more than I got.
so I actually considered this, Richie, today. I went to go get my haircut, right? And I haven't gotten a cut in a while. And it was pretty long up top, long. So I was actually playing with the idea of just shaving the sides, not cutting this, and then
Mohawk.
no, not combing it back, and just getting to the point where I might get a ponytail again. And thank God good sense prevailed, because I don't have the patience to do that. So I just cut it normal. Yes, I agree. Country music? No, country music. No, country music. No, country music. No.
I feel the same way about it,
No
brother.
square dancing. No.
I did square dance when I was in grade school.
Oh, Richie. Yeah, but that was like you were doing that. It was like Johnny Cash and that's even before Garth Brooks, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. No country.
Line dancing didn't come along till later.
Oh no. Let me tell you something. They were doing line dancing in Studio 54. It was just a different kind of line dancing. Do you know Studio?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually got into Studio 54 before it closed down. It's no joke, dude. Everything they said about it is true. Yeah, they did line dancing there. It was just a different kind of line dancing. They did line dancing with
Different kind of lines.
rolled up dollar bill, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Hank, Paul's getting into the old country now. I'll tell you, you old country people that are country music people. I'm gonna tell you something. This is a funny story. So, all right, I never knew my dad, my stepdad, my real dad. My dad left when I was. My dad was a magician. He disappeared when I was 2. So when I was 5, my mom got remarried, and I had a stepdad till I was 20-ish, 20.
Yeah.
And he used to listen to this It's funny because I remember, and it's because it was so ill. He used to listen to this song, and it was country. It was a song, I believe the name of it was called Little Rosa. It was like this really sad country song about a little girl that got hit by a train. Yeah,
That sounds like a country song.
it was. And it was actually by a gentleman. His name was Red Sylvain or Sylvain or something like that. And he would listen to that. Now here I'm in my room listening to Rush and Kiss and Kansas and all that. I come out to go to the kitchen to get something to drink or something like that. And I hear, and there's Little Rosa. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Really? I can't tell you how many times I'd be sitting in the kitchen with my mom, and I looked at my mom and go, the hell were you thinking? What were you thinking? My mom just looked at me and go, what were you thinking? My mom would come into my room, right? I never forget this. My first Kiss album she bought me, right? I told her I wanted this. So she gets it for me. I put it on my little record player in my room. My mom comes in. She sits on my bed, right? She goes, all right, let me hear it. So I put on the first song. Beautiful, acoustic. She's like, I like this. And let me see if you know the song, Richie.
All right.
In the morning I raise. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I know the song.
You know the song
I
already.
Want You.
Yes. So
It's an awesome song.
I know the whole album. So I played it off. So my mom's sitting on my bed and she's like, I'm like, not the Muffin Man thing again. No.
Is that the Rock and Roll Over album?
It might be.
Yeah.
With the red fire, circle fire in the middle.
Yeah.
So she hears the beginning, in the morning I read my head. And she's like, that's really nice. And then all of a sudden, I want you. And she's like, oh, Jesus, I can't believe you touched that. I'm going back out in the kitchen to listen to his shit. I'm like, oh, Charlie. And that, my man, was the beginning for me.
Another great Kiss song is I Stole Your Love.
Oh, I stole your love. Stole your love. I'm never gonna let it go. Dude, I got the 5 CD set in my car, dude. You know what the funny thing is? It's been usually these streams go to food. It's been going to music lately.
Yeah, we've been going to music quite often.
But what's funny is when Kiss came out with
Destroyer?
I want to say Detroit Rock City.
Destroyer.
Yeah.
Destroyer album.
But they did singles back then. They would do 45s.
Yeah.
So they did that and they said, all right, we need a throwaway song for the B-side. And most B-side songs were throwaway songs for most groups.
Yeah.
So
something they scrapped from the album.
Yeah. Well, they didn't scrap it from the album, but it was just, they just didn't think it was going to be a good song. So they turned around and guess what song they put on the B-side? Which happens to be their best song ever written by them. Beth. That was a throwaway song they put on the B-side, and it went from a throwaway song to women running up to the stage and throwing Peter Criss roses on the stage as he sat in a chair and sang Beth at every concert. Crazy. Isn't that crazy how that works? Joe, wow. Why is everybody else actually, Scooter, my first 8-track, my first car had an 8-track player. I owned no 8-tracks. Zero. I had all vinyl. And my stepdad had 8 tracks, and he never listened to them because he was too busy listening to that shit kicking music. Was he gave me two of them: Black Sabbath, Paranoid, and Kansas, Point of No Return. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Got me started, but that was that. My mom bought me that Kiss album, Richie. That was it. That was it for me. That was it right there. I was never going to listen to anything but rock and roll again.
I remember third grade on the playground. That's all us kids would talk about. This is like 1975. It's Kiss. Kiss is really big in my area.
And I had, and now, even now, I have, I think, 30 songs. Here's a little trivia question for you guys. See who's really a Kiss fan in here. I have 30 tracks from them before they were Kiss. Now let's see who knows what the name of the band was before it was Kiss. If you know this, that'd be wicked.
What was
That'd
it?
be wicked.
I've heard it. I've heard it before.
Oh, I gave you a hint. Gave you a big hint. Hickey? No, not Hickey. I just gave you a big hint. Wicked Lester, there it is. I said, I give you guys a big hint.
That was long enough for Google to bring it up.
Good point, Richie. Good point. But that was it for me. And then I went to go see them in concert, and forget it. Even if you don't like Kiss,
The shows were incredible.
if you ever went to see one of their shows, you walk out of there and you go, "Wow, just wow." Ha ha ha, Scooter.
The songs sound better live than they do on the album.
They're awesome. I tell you, some of the best shows I've seen live that are either equivalent to the album or better. 38 Special, Eddie Money, The Outlaws, Kiss, and I got to see one of the Who's last live concerts in Montreal. Amazing. It was amazing. It's amazing. I mean, there's others. It was others, but those are, to me, those the right off the top of my head, amazing. Live, amazing. And Rush. I can't leave out Rush. Rush was better in concert than they were studio and on album. No, hands down. All right, dude. Have a good night. Yeah, they were amazing, man. I mean, Rush was just. I don't even have any words for it, man. They just relentless, unafraid. The talent was unbelievable. I never forget. I remember an interview with "Hard Luck Woman's" a great song. I remember an interview somebody was doing with Eddie Van Halen, and they said to him, "So, what's it like to be the greatest guitarist in the world?" And he said, "I don't know. You have to ask Alex Lifeson." Alex Lifeson was so underrated.
That story's gone around with different guitarists. Like,
Yeah,
I've heard it. They asked Eric Clapton what it's like being the best guitarist in the world, and he said, "I don't know. You got to ask Prince."
Yeah, but you know what though? Eric Clapton went to go see Jimi Hendrix in London and almost quit playing guitar when he saw Hendrix in London. So you can't go by that. You
when am I
can't.
going to get to that level?
Yeah, you can't go by that.
Yeah.
I actually think somebody actually surpassed Hendrix. Believe it or not. Now I'm not a guitarist. I'm a drummer, but I tell you what, man. I heard a version of Voodoo Child by Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh, Stevie
Wow.
Ray Vaughan's quite a talent
Wow.
too.
Wow. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. But wow, man. Yeah, Stevie Ray Vaughan, man. I'll tell you what, man. And
I
I saw him.
thought of you the other day. I heard Crossroad.
Oh, Crossroads?
Yeah,
Nice, man. But he he did a version of Voodoo Child. And the funny thing is, it wasn't the fact that he played it. I watched him play it, and he played it with ease. There was no, because you know how guitars are like,
yeah.
dude, he played it so easily.
That reminds me of a story. I went to
Shoot.
see. I think it was AC/DC, and the back it was either AC/DC or Ozzy, and one of the backup bands was White Lion. They come
Amazing.
out, and the guitar player was like, he was like cringing because he wasn't hitting his notes, and the singer was kind of lame, and the only two people were the bass player and the drummer, the only ones really putting on a show. The singer goes, "I guess you guys don't get our album up this way." And it's like, mm,
Wow. But you said Crossroads?
yeah,
Was it
Crossfire.
Crossfire. Caught
Yeah,
in the Crossfire. Great
yeah.
song. Great song, man. Um, and and back then, I mean, I had so many people. I wasn't a guitarist, but I thought Alex Lifeson was very underrated. Um, of course, being a drummer, I was a little biased. So for me, Peart,
Neil
Bonham,
Peart.
Bonham, Keith Moon. Now I'm not gonna include jazz and all that because Buddy Rich is above all of them. And then number 4 for me, if you're a musician, I don't know if you're gonna know who he is, but number 4 drummer for me is a guy named Steve Gadd.
I've heard it. I
Steve Gadd played. He played for a lot of people. I think most famously, maybe. Um, you ever hear the song Paul Simon, "Late in the Evening"?
not sure I have.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Nope.
"Late in the Evening." Steve Gadd played not amazing. The guy's amazing. The guy was really good. So Steve Gadd, I got Steve Gadd at number 4. At number 5, I got Mike Portnoy. I know. Yes, he was a drummer for Paul Simon.
Portnoy.
Mike Portnoy. He's great.
He was a drummer from Dream Theater, right?
Yes. Yep. Yep. And he was Mike Portnoy actually became very close with Mike Portnoy and his son Max actually became very close with Neil Peart from Rush when before he got sick. But amazing, just amazing, amazing, amazing. Um, uh, and I still every once in a while I'll throw Stevie Ray Vaughan on, like in the morning I'm having my coffee or something like that. It's just amazing. I watch him play, and he played it everything with such ease. There was no like stress. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, he is Stevie Ray Vaughan. I mean,
Yeah, I mean he just played it like it was just so easy. He played Voodoo Child, dude. Like he played Voodoo Child like he wrote it. It was crazy.
I don't know who that
You know
drummer
what,
is.
Scooter? I'm gonna pass on the dude from the Revolution because I never saw him play on anything but an electric drum set. That's all he played on was an electric drum set. I can't do it. Sorry. Gary Ross Indian Collins, yeah. I agree, Charlie. I agree.
What about Tommy Lee?
Nah,
I mean, you got to admit he's a talented drummer.
he's all right. Nah, I could think of 20 people off the top of my head that I would put above him.
How about
Chester,
Eric Carr?
the bat. You mean talking about the guy who took Peter Crust's place in Kiss?
Yeah, yeah.
He was all right. He was all right. He was all right. Another one. I mentioned this last week. I do not like Bruce Springsteen. I loathe Bruce Springsteen. I do not like Bruce Springsteen. I also don't like Bon Jovi. So, yes, they're from Jersey. Good for them. Not a fan. Sorry. But I forget what I was going to say. That's all right, Scooter. I've got a potty mouth all the time. All my days.
Alex Van Halen was pretty good.
Yeah, he's all right. But I can think of
he's one of
20
the few
people.
guys though that when they play, I can tell it's him.
Yeah, well,
A lot of drummers you can change in and out, and
they just had a sound. They had a sound. The really good groups had a sound. You hear a couple of notes, and you're like, oh, that's so and so.
all my guitar heroes. I if I hear a new song, not knowing it's them, I know it's them. I can tell right away.
I'll tell you why I don't like Bruce Springsteen. All right. I've met Bruce several times. I give him credit. He does a lot of great work, a lot of benefit stuff, pop-up stuff for kids. I give him all the credit in the world for that. But the 3 times or so I met him, he was a schmuck. And the funny thing is, here's the funny thing. I had his drummer's wife, she was his fiance at the time, for ancient history in my freshman year of high school. And she would stop class 15 minutes early every day and play Bruce records. And I would go, really? Can I learn about Mesopotamia or something? Like, please. It was horrible. And I got to meet.
Nope, you got to listen to Born to Run one more time.
No. And then I got to meet, because of her, I got to meet her fiance, Max Weinberg, who was the drummer. And through meeting him, I got to meet Clarence Clemens, the saxophone player. Awesome guys. Down to earth, really cool. Bruce was a schmuck. All 3 times I met him. He was just so standoffish and la-di-da-di and all that. But I give him credit. He does a lot of good work. He does a lot of good benefit stuff. He raises money for kids. So I give him credit. I give anybody credit for that. Anybody. So I'm not Jethro Tull. I like Pink Floyd. I was never a big fan. Where is he going to? Beyond Sight and Sound? Did you catch that?
Yeah, Beyond Scooter's headed over to Beyond Sight and Sound.
Is that a podcast? Isn't that a podcast? Yeah.
Yeah. They can do metal detecting too. Wow, that hour went by pretty quick.
It did, man. It did. But we thank y'all for coming out. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night, 7:00. Can You Dig It with Dawn and Shelly? It's on Spreaker. All right. Can You Dig It with Dawn and Shelly? And then Saturday, you guys are doing video or live?
As far as I know, we're doing videos.
Okay. So 6:40 with Aaron.
Dennis and I will have videos. We don't know who the lineup is before us because we don't know who's got videos this week.
Okay, so we'll tell you this: Dennis around 6:55.
Yep.
And Richie about 7:15.
Yep.
Everything else is up in the air.
Yeah, we always post on all the Facebook groups our lineup, usually for Thursday or Fridays. So
I got you. And then we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Richie, appreciate you. Thanks for coming, bro. And we'll see you guys next time, man. Have a good one.
Night, everyone.
Boom.